Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Writing 213, Writing in the Sciences. I'm your professor, Carrie Aldrich, and welcome to our online classroom. So I've developed our class in Google Classroom, which is pretty intuitive if you've used it before, but if not, it might take a little bit of practice to get it. I think once you do a little practice in the classroom, you'll see it makes things a lot easier than some of the other learning management systems used in different learning programs. So when you first come in, if you're new to Google Docs, I highly suggest you go through this quick tutorial that will help explain how to share documents and some of the other major features of Google Docs we'll be using this semester. Most of you who are coming out of Anchorage School District already have this knowledge. The most important document for the semester is our course syllabus, and in fact, I'm going to ask you to take a short quiz over it because I've spent a lot of time working on this information. It's a contract between you and me and the university that says what's going to happen this semester. So I encourage you to read it carefully and to take the quiz seriously. All the important information is here in the syllabus. Notably, I've given you both my office and my home number. You can feel free to call or text me. Please don't do that before 9 a.m. or after 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. If you want to meet with me during my office hours, and I will be there every Tuesday and Thursday, that's a great time for you to check in and come ask me any questions. If you can't make it during my office hours, you can always write to me and schedule an appointment for another time. But you'll just enter my Google Meet room just by clicking here on my virtual office hours. So make sure that you look through all the important parts of the syllabus. To make it accessible, I have included a table of contents here where you can find all the important information. You should also note the class directory. This is an interactive class, and so that means you're going to have to contact one another sometimes. You can make that easier by including your own information here on the class directory. So I've entered my name, my UAA email address, which you're going to need for all class communication. I've included my phone number just in case you need to contact me and email is not possible. And then I've also included my Instagram account. So you can go ahead and add your name here, because it's a shared Google Doc, and your contact information, and that will make sharing easier for us when we get to the peer review assignments. The course breakdown will show you what we have going on each week. So you can see here during week 1, you're going to complete an introduction assignment, a syllabus quiz, and a communication inventory. So you can see what we're doing here in this document for each week of the semester. I've also included an APA style template. Because this is writing in the sciences, we follow the APA style, which isn't necessarily the best way to write, but it's the preferred method in the sciences, and it's important that you learn those conventions as part of this class. But you don't have to reinvent the wheel, and so when it's time for you to write a paper, you can just, let me see if I can extend the size of my screen here. You can just file, make a copy, rename it, and then you are working on an already formatted template from APA Style. If you run into connectivity issues, I've got some troubleshooting ideas right here. And then, of course, a funny reminder from Snoop Dogg to read the syllabus. It's worth noting again and again because so many students look at it and they think it's an impenetrable text that doesn't really apply to them. The information in the syllabus is really important, and I want to make sure that you have accessed it. I include, a list of frequently asked questions that come up among students, such as what font should I use? The right answer these days is an accessible font, one that's easy for people to read, not something that's really curly or dense lettering. I usually choose Times New Roman or Arial, but the APA has recommendations too. So the choice of font is yours. I would like it to be an accessible font. A lot of students ask me questions about how to format their papers. You're going to submit 4 major assignments for this class, and I would like those to be formatted in APA style, and otherwise the paper formatting is not important to me at all. No heading is necessary for small assignments. You don't even need to put your name on things because everything is turned in digitally from your email address. You are going to submit all assignments through Google Classroom, and if you have questions about that, here's a short tutorial. A lot of students ask me if they need a title page. Again, you do not need a title page for smaller assignments, but for the major assignments, I will ask you to include a title page according to the APA style. And then a lot of students ask me what happens during office hours. You know, that's a time that I'm required by the university to be available to you for questioning. And so I have times on Tuesday and Thursday set aside for that. That doesn't mean that's the only time that we can meet. If you want to meet another time or in another way, go ahead and let me know. And if you're a person who, I don't know, works nights and has a hard time, asking me questions during normal waking hours, you can always tag me in documents. Everything's in Google Docs, and there's a lot of places in the classroom and in the assignments where you could write a comment or a question to me that I can field. So each Monday, sometimes on Sunday, I will put up the work for the week. That will always include a short video like this one overviewing the work that we're going to do. I'll always include a list of media, and I say media rather than readings because, writing is changing and it's not always, just text. Sometimes it's videos or infographics or, other kinds of text. So this first week, I'm asking you to do some review on library research. And so I've included 4 videos here. The password is, The password is included right here in the directions. You'll just copy and paste that once you're in the assignment. And make sure that you get a chance to watch these videos. You can always return to them throughout the semester if you need to. The first assignment that is due on August 31st is an introduction assignment. So it's important that we get to know one another, and because we're in an asynchronous online class, the only way we have to do that is, to send introductions to each other so we know a little bit about each other before we start interacting in groups. So I've written you a short introduction about myself. Some things that you'll notice in my document that make it accessible is that I use headings. I put my name here using heading 1 right here. And that signals to the reader or anyone who's using a screen reader that, this is the section heading and that what comes below it is related to the section heading. I've written to you about a page about myself. I'm asking you to write about a page about yourself. The information doesn't have to be parallel to mine. Tell us what's interesting. And then when I work between pages, an interesting or important formatting feature is that I insert page breaks. So when I get to the end of my text, I go insert, break, page break, and I've already done that, so I'm not going to do it again. And that puts me onto the next page. The next person to write, go ahead and change this to your name and write your introduction. When it's your turn, you should insert a page break. You go insert, break, page break from the page above, and at the start of your page, write your name and a 1-page introduction. Due on September 1st is a syllabus quiz. This is a short quiz in a Google form. Your email address will be submitted when you submit the form, and you're going to answer some critical questions about the syllabus to help you direct you to some of the important details. And then when you finish, you'll just hit submit, and that will record your syllabus quiz. If you've missed any questions, I will let you know. And then your final assignment for week 1 is to complete a science communication inventory. You're going to complete that almost the same way as the introduction assignment. It looks like I didn't include it in here yet. So I'll go ahead and write the science communication inventory assignment here in this slot, and then I'll upload, the assignment and as also this video. So this is what you should accomplish here during week 1. Make sure you check in with me if you have any questions, and I hope you all have a great semester. I look forward to working with you.